Me, Blade of Dragon Sonic back again with race 8 of many in this Formula E Monoposto Championship. Round 8 is being held at Spa-Francorchamps Circuit. Time for the Spa E3. Fabulous winners for this race are Mika Sui, Catfish, and Rodney Solo. All of them have qualified outside the top 10. So let's head to the grid then for the Spa E3. And it's wet in Spa, very wet. Blade of Dragon Sonic on pole with Newton deciding in second. Then comes Alan Lee and not Lewis Hamilton. Then comes the Audi of Ender Dragon Danny, then Firebird, then Tuco, then Tom. And then comes Ravo, Omega, and then Mika Sui. Mohamed Nawawi, Catfish, Debris, Pisietta, Paul Canny. Then comes Cable, Newman, Rodney Solo, Marcus Nelson, Jay Martinez, and Mordices, who had an incident coming through the bus stop, which meant that he couldn't set a time. It's a very wet day here at Spa-Francorchamps Circuit. Renault Eden taking a 1-2 as it was in Monaco. Alan Lee having his best qualifying of the season as all 5 races go on, and we go green in Spa-Francorchamps. Very good defensive. It's moved from Blade of Dragon Sonic off the start. That allows him to keep his position. Alan Lee, however, taking the initiative to go down the inside. The Utopia's going to fight things out. Penalty goes across the track. Safety car then. And he's lost his front tyre. And that's Batuku out of the Spa E3. Catfish already gone. And Batuku definitely got flipped there. And that's caused a big blockade. With UK ball getting involved in that. That's going to shake up the order entirely. So Blade of Dragon Sonic leads. Alan Lee second, Huey third, not Lewis Hamilton fourth, Ender Dragon Danny fifth, Firebird sixth, Ravo seventh, Thomas Connor eighth, Mika Sui ninth, Mega 10th, Catfish 11th, followed a 5-second time penalty to his name, and he's got a teammate behind him. Then comes Mohamed Nawawi and Rodney Solo ahead of his teammate Debris. Then comes Paul Canny, Newman, Martinez, Mordices, just gaining positions on Nelson and UK Ball. Currently lost of your finishes and coming out of the source then. It was awful for Batuco, but great for McLaren Neon, making up a position at the start. And then the Dragon Danny does have some damage on his car. Doesn't look like it's too major. I'm just going through the grid right now. A lot of drivers have new helmets for this race that they're going to carry through before the rest of the season. Catfish has got a bit of damage, not too major. His teammate also has some damage, not anything that major like a front wing or something. Martinez, nothing major. Same with Mordices. The UK ball, he's also fine. No damage really being taken. And Blade of Dragon Sonic, is he even respecting the safety car speed limit? Because he's gone 5 seconds ahead of Alan Lee. I mean, yeah, it's like he's in one of, if not the fastest car on the grid. But 5 seconds ahead, and we're under safety car. You're not meant to be like going more than 40% of your speed. And he's caught up to the back of the safety car already. So we're gonna look back with Alan Lee then. It's too bad that first run through Eau Rouge has to happen under safety car conditions. But you know how it is. That's a 1 out of this race as well, which is very unlucky. But yeah. Don't mind me just watching some RPM during the safety car. I suggest you guys, however, go to my channel and hit subscribe. So right now, McLaren looking at another very good finish with not just a top 5 but their second podium of the season and a P2 at that. Honestly, I'm not shocked. I'm actually pretty shocked that no one's had their tires slashed in that incident. Like that would make sense as to why it would happen for one, but for two, drying up quite a bit here in Spa. I think there's a chance we could go dry once the safety car peels in. But honestly, my least favorite part about the safety car at this track is, well, it's the longest track on the calendar. Therefore, you would expect that the safety car would be out for the shortest amount of time. No, we still have to go through 4 laps of this procession. The safety car comes out lap with the safety car, lap cars may come in, and on that same lap, safety car comes into the pits, meaning that we'll get back on the way on lap 4. But it's gotten dry, the rain has stopped falling, so into the pits comes everyone on the second lap of 15. We're going to stay on board with the Renault Edan driver and play the Dragon Sonic. Everyone else, however, is staying out. Lap cars may not overtake the safety car, and I think the running order will change quite a bit. Play the Dragon Sonic, he's gone to the medium tyres. These mediums should see him to the end of the race. If he's on to soft, expect to make a very late pit stop. And Alan Lee takes the lead under safety car of the Spa Prix. He's on hard tyres though, so at the restart, he's going to be very vulnerable. Noah Lewis Hamilton finds himself coming out in second. Then comes Ender Dragon Danny. Then Firebird. Then Raven, Omega, Hewton, and Mika Sui, Catfish. Just Tom O'Connor, Rodney Solo just coming out of the pits there. Then Mohamed Nawawi, Pisiera, Newman, Modisis, Canny, Martinez, is UK Ball, Debris, and Marcus Nielsen. That is your current running order. But McLaren lead in Spa. One of the places is where Bruce McLaren was very good at. So then, through this long right-hander, which leads into the no-name corner, on board with your race leader, the 98 of Alan Lee, down here. But, yeah, that safety car has allowed McLaren to take the lead of this race. Not the fact that they were all going through the pit lane at the same time, no. If they were, Blade Dragon Sonic would probably still be in the lead of the C3. But no, that safety car is shaking up the order quite a bit. So like the big gainers are of course Alan Lee, not Lewis Hamilton. I would say in the Dragon Danny fits that bill as well. Catfish, Mika Sui, and Rodney. Those 3 drivers, not only are they together on the run, not only are they all the fantasy winners, but they're also big gainers, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Don't be surprised to see them fighting over 9-10. So yeah. I'm getting a lot of notifications from the police department. I would say join the Discord while you join it. Safety car is ending on the flat. Alan Lee is going to lead us away as we come up to the bus stop chicane. So coming up to the bus stop chicane through Blanchimont. And now up to that chicane, running aboard with Alan Lee from McLaren Neon. And he is going to lead us away to begin the 4th lap of 15 with 11 to go. Up to the line, and just trying to get more heat into those hard tires. He's going to be very vulnerable from this man in the 13, Blade Dragonsonic. Here in Belgium, here at Spa-Francorchamps, we go green again! Alan Lee having a very good restart. Blade Dragonsonic trying to go down the inside on the McLaren. He finally finds the space, but he doesn't have the speed. Everyone trying to stay in single file. Oh, but it's only Blade Dragonsonic as we come and sprint on Rouge now up through Radion. Who's going to take the lead? As we head onto the Camel Straight, Blade Dragonsonic, he's side by side with the McLaren. And by the time we come into the chicane, before we're even there, Blade Dragonsonic regains the lead of the Prix. Not Lewis Hamilton in second. And it's overtake all across the field with Raymond trying to get past Firebird, Ronnie Solo, and Mika Sui both getting both overtaking Catfish as Sienna's got himself a track limits violation warning. And there's overtakes all across the field unless your name is Marcus Nielsen, in which case you cannot capitalize off of the safety car restart. But that was the perfect restart for Blade Dragonsonic, already back up into the lead. Now his teammate, he's going to have quite the job to do down in 8th place. He started second, had a poor pit stop, was held up due to the rules, and dropped down to P8. So he's got quite a bit of work to do, but this top 8 has spread apart from the rest of the grid as Ronnie Solo going sadly inside on Mika Sui for P9. Mika went onto the hard tires and ended Dragonsonic for himself a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. As Blade Dragonsonic then resetting the fastest third lap of anyone. Hewton then setting the fastest lap of anyone at 131.150 in his efforts to try and take P8 as Dave Reese is setting the fastest third test of anyone on with Hewton. And these guys are going to go through wide, through Eau Rouge and Radion. Yes, they do, but they quickly try to go single file again. Five and losing out on 2 positions here to both Ravo and Mega. And if he's not careful, he's going to lose out to Hewton. And there was almost a track limits violation there. And not Lewis Hamilton with the superior tires in the Aguri finds himself up into 2nd place. Nawawi, however, gets himself another track limits violation, and that's almost 4 wide coming through the slump. I had it that leads into the no-name corner. Technically it should be Jackie X, but it's not. Firebird himself a track limits violation as Hewton gains position up into 7th place. UK Ball also getting a track limits violation. We're not even in Austria, but everyone's got track limits violations it seems. Blade Dragonsonic already 2 seconds ahead of not Lewis Hamilton. And Dave Reese doing his best to try and make a fight back to get up to the points again, like his teammate who's ahead of Tom O'Connor, but he's fighting very hard with the Amlin and Andretti car, running on board with O'Connor. He's got the inside line, and that was very bumpy from Rodney. He just came out of 130 iron, Vegas front up 5-second time penalty. We're causing a collision that's fine with Ravo, and he's got Hewton behind him. And Alan Lee, however, drops out of the podium with Ender Dragon Danny getting up to 3rd place. He's in that little Okonga line that you can see ahead of this little fight fifth. And Alan Lee still fighting for 2nd and 3rd. He just went onto the hard tires, that's why he's having issues. Maybe however his teammate went off the softs. And down the inside goes Ravo, but we're not seeing that move. We're seeing Alan Lee try and fail to keep a position as Ender Dragon Danny up in second place now, but he's got himself a 5-second time penalty. If it was to finish like this, Alan Lee would get his podium as Nawawi gets himself another track bonus warning. And that really should be for you, Cable, there, because he really just went far off track. And yeah, both Mahindras now currently in the last positions. And they're the only team on the grid who is yet to make any upgrades. Trillium might be very low on the order after only really making one upgrade, but at least it's not as bad as Mahindra. On board with Rodney Solo, P10, he's got both Amlin and Andretti's ahead of him, as Mega gets past his own teammate. Looks like a bit of team orders should have been at play either at McLaren, because now they're trying to fight over fourth place. It's between Alan Lee and Mega, so Mega's got the inside line on his teammate and he takes it, dives up the inside, almost hits the back of not Lewis Hamilton. Luckily for him, he just gets the car stopped and rotated. But yeah, lap 17 and 15, we're already at half distance. It's beautiful stuff, and we're still only in single digit laps. And look at that. O'Connor then getting past his teammate who's on the hard tires. Everyone using the DRS to their advantage. Not Lewis Hamilton up in second place, as we can see on the timing tower, but as we can see on track, Rodney Solo up into ninth place. Shooting then up into sixth momentarily, coming into the no-name turn. We're on board with the wrong driver. We should be looking at Rayburn Newton on board with the Renault Speed-Up driver up ahead. You can still see that fight for the podium places heating up as Marcus Nelson gets himself a track limits violation somehow. Down in 20th place is Nawawi. He's got a puncture. Mohamed Nawawi for Trilly Grand Prix on the hard tires. He's got himself a left rear puncture. Oh, that's just terrible for the Trilly team to see, as he's just come out of the no-name corner, running in last place. He's gonna have to come into the pits. I don't think anyone at Trilly would have expected to see that one happen. He's literally on the one passing tire. Assuming now up into 5th place, but further up, as the frame rate chugs like hell. Going down the inside is not Lewis Hamilton and Mega. These two drivers both with time penalties through their name, as we go on board with Newton, as we're about to go through Eau Rouge and now Radion. And yeah, I think not Lewis Hamilton's gonna have that second place to him. Meanwhile, one on board with Newton, he's got the IRF from Mega. He's got the faster car technically, but he doesn't have the inside line to take the position there, as Mega gets the track limits violation. We just saw why. He's going to the inside, but it's a bit too close. Coming through this turn then, and now the turn with no name. Don't actually know the name of this turn before the name of this, before the turn with no name. On board with Mega, up in 4th, looking at a potential podium finish on that 8 of 15, but it's not going to be a podium position because, you know, 5 seconds behind to his name. But right now, Players on the Sonic currently in a race of his own, finally coming into the pits, limping behind is Nawawi from Trilly Grand Prix. His tyres might have just overheated, and that's why they punctured. I'm not too sure, but he's gonna be a lap down, almost definitely. We're gonna stay on board with the Trilly. Lap 9 and 15, this guy's still only on lap 8. He played a Dragon Sonic lead, and he's come out ahead of Mega, not Lewis Hamilton, and the Dragon Danny in that order. Then would come Hewton, and then behind them is Alan Lee, your former race leader, as we go on board with Ravo, who takes the inside, up the hill of Radion, up into 6th place he goes. These guys still got that lap car ahead of them, just about. Marcus Nelson only now gonna get smashed right as down the inside goes, and the Dragon Danny. And Hughes finds himself up in 4th place. Alan Lee, that was a track limits violation, as you can see Ronnie Solo trying to take P9 from him. He's just about in the point paying positions right now. Mika Sui down in 15th place. Of course, he's on the hard side, so what would you expect? Catfish currently holding up the back of his own and on board with him. And Mika Sui doing pretty poorly, to be honest, just in that position. I always hate driving through these parts of the track on F1 21. But back in the chat. Opinions on the music if it's actually playing. Music is playing. Good. God, that. But still, Mega coming through the bus stop chicane. 5 to the checkered then, lap 10 to 15. And he's gonna look at a move on the inside of Ender Dragon Danny. And the guy ahead of this fight second isn't Blade of Dragon Sonic, it's having a wobble. As through our roof we go, that would have been a ballsy move for Mega if he actually went to make it. Luckily for him and his team, he didn't. So, oh, and we've got yellow flag in the first sector, and you can see why! And Paul County and Tomakona coming out of my roof! And they lost a lot of damage on both of their cars. That's almost definitely a punch on Tomakona's car, yes it is! And they just spun out, they must have collided! Because that's a large amount of debris coming off of both cars then! Kenny rightfully has it, a 5-second time penalty to his name, but that's O'Connor who's gonna have to come through an entire lap on his own, and that is almost race ending. If not, it is race ending for the Andretti driver. Absolutely show-stopping, and Paul County spins again, and it's collected. Martinez, who's got himself a 5-second time penalty, into the wall goes. Paul County has lost almost all of his front wing. Mordices was the guy he hit. There's a virtual safety car. Paul County is out of the Spa Prix. Tomakona currently still suffering with that puncture. And Raven's got himself a 5-second time penalty causing a collision. And you can see why. Virtual safety car ending now, and it's only a virtual safety car luckily for these guys. And they go 3 wide through the saw, and that's Newman getting forced wide there. And it's very close between these three. Keep an eye on the timing tower to see O'Connor, but through Rouge, that's Newman in P5. Excuse me right now, stuck in P4, has lost quite a bit of ground to Mega. And wow, what happened there? As Ronnie Solo making a lot of overtakes to find himself up into 8th place. Many drivers definitely got track limit violations there, like Firebird, who's only been mentioned. I'm pretty sure Firebird's the only guy who got mentioned for a track limit violation. Ronnie Solo's teammate, Debris, then in 12th place. He smelled as an overtake to try and get around the outside of Catfish, just can't make it. And you're telling me that Tomakona still hasn't made it into the pits? Martinez and man with the 5-second time penalty fighting with Mordices over P16. Kind of sound like having that right now, I can't believe it. But wow, it's been such a chaotic race in Belgium. Blade of Dragon Sonic lead 9 seconds ahead of the nearest rival, technically, the Ender Dragon Danny, but he's still got the Wally behind him. And so on board with him, and he's going to stay ahead of Tomakona coming out of the pits he is. But will Ender Dragon Danny catch up as Mega gets down the inside on Mr. Ender Dragon Danny? That's second place for McLaren with the other McLaren driver, the Spaniard of course. But guess who's going to have DRS coming out of the Road Rouge? It's not going to be Mega, it's going to be Ender Dragon Danny. And I do believe that he's going to have a very good chance of just taking second place back from the McLaren driver, and he will try and go down the inside on him through the chicane, and that's P2 for Ender Dragon Danny. Oh, that's very wide for Firebird, who finds himself down in 7th place as Mikasui getting a track limits violation. while fighting with UK Ball, but coming into the zone with no name, Sui's got himself up position, Catfish down in 11. And he once again asked, why am I still on hards?
Oh, not.
Stop complaining, mate. I don't make the rules, I just gotta follow them. So we've got 3 laps to the checkered. Once Blaze Dragon Sonic is currently in the process of coming out of the bump chicane. He's gonna start lap 13 and 15. We'll have 2 to the checkered now, as Mega and Dragon Daddy still fight over P2 on who's gonna keep it. But right now it looks like Mega's gonna have P2 because both of these guys have 5-second time penalties to the name. They really need to get a move on, as going down through Rouge and up through Radion, almost got hit there, did Mega. He still has a very good run on Eddie Dragon Daddy. He's got the outside line though, which I'm pretty sure no one would ever want coming out of Rouge, and Mega retakes second place in the Spa E3. Shooting's not close enough to capitalize on this that much, but he will, as it stands, take second from Mega, and Mega, I do believe, will only drop down to P3. Newman's not close enough to capitalize on this, but we'll only know once the checkered flag falls, and right on board with Sierra, he's gone ahead of his teammate, and he needs to get past this Alan Lee, unless he wants to be overtaken by his teammate in the 2. And I made an observation that Catfish being in a Virgin while driving in the 2, it did feel a bit similar compared to Sam Bird, who confirmed with no relation. And I'm not even going to blame Dragon Sonic at this point. He's leading this race comfortably, like almost too comfortably. He is freezing in this race. His tires do seem to be overheating though. They're at 100 degrees Celsius. That is a boiling point. So they might slip if he's not careful. For example, Mega, who's on the softs, his tires aren't overheating that badly. But the mediums do seem to be struggling right now. The softs do seem to be in their correct working temperature, and the hards, they are overheating like mad. Makes sense why the 2 drivers with punches were probably both on hard, as there's a Venturi inter-team battle on board with Debris. He wants to get past Ronnie Solo right now, and he's going to need to if he wants to stay ahead of him in the standings. But for the sake of the team, he just breaks earlier through the chicane. So yeah, he's still there. And Ronnie Solo still in 8th place on the penultimate lap of the Spa E3. It's been a very eventful Spa E3. We've had 2 punctures happen, 2 retirements. It's been wet to dry, 1 safety car, multiple penalties being awarded. And still, we've got to fight for 2nd place. That's probably not even going to matter by the time we finish this race, because they both got 5-second time penalties to the name. Coming through the bus stop chicane then, way to Dragon Sonic starts the final lap of the Spa E3 with Mega and Ender Dragon Daddy behind him, correcting it in the correct order as we come through La Source. Ender Dragon Daddy up into 2nd place, but he's gonna be disadvantaged as we come through Eau Rouge and up through Radion. Mega's gonna have DRS on him. I do wonder, I shouldn't really wonder, because on the Camel straight, as you can see, the rear wing opening up as O'Connor and Nawari's right over position. And O'Connor's got himself a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision with the Trilly car, who also had a puncture, but unlike O'Connor, it wasn't caused through damage. Did look like it was a bit of a tire bump, as Sierra's got himself a track limits warning, and his teammate trying to go around the outside, which will become the inside of the corner with no name, but he just gets cut off before he can make the overtake. But coming up to Blanchimont then, riding on board with your race leader as UK Ball gets his third and final warning for track limits. If he gets one more, it'll be a 5-second time penalty to his name. But coming into the bus stop chicane, it's Bladed Dragon Sonic again, winning his 6th race of the season and setting the fastest lap of the Prix. Mega and Ender Dragon Danny, this is a fight that's been going on since the start of the race almost. They're going to come home on the road, 2nd and 3rd. Newton, however, sending the fastest lap of the E3 to make sure that he finishes is on paper in 2nd place, and Newman will probably come home in 3rd. Then will come Lewis Hamilton, Rainbow, Rodney Solo, who just staying ahead of his teammate. Then comes Alan Lee, Firebird, Tiara, Catfish, UK Ball, Mika Sui, and between Martinez and Wadisis, I'm not sure who's going to be ahead, as it's still Marcus Nelson somehow not a lot behind. And yeah, Martinez keeps P16 ahead of Wadisis, but with everyone having time penalties to their name, all of these positions are still subject to change through the bus stop chicane. Come to last place driver Marcus Nelson. So this is your podium then. It's a 1-2 for Renault Edams. It wasn't on the road, but due to penalties, it is. Is it Bladed Dragon Sonic wins? And look at who's in 2nd. And it's Houghton, and 3rd place, due to all of these penalties being awarded, it's Newman for Dragon Racing. The man took out Rodney Solo last time out in Monaco, and he's up in 3rd. Then comes Vega, and then Dragon Danny, then not Lewis Hamilton, Rodney Solo, Debris, not Lewis Hamilton, not Lewis Hamilton, Lee, Rainbow, Firebird, P Sierra, the UK Ball, Mika Sui, Catfish, K Mordesis, J Martinez, Marcus Nelson, Mohamed Nawawi, and Tom being the last of your finishers. And the non-finishers were Paul Canny and Batuka. In the championship driver standings then, Bladed Dragon Sonic leads on 187 points ahead of Houghton on 89 points. Then comes UK Ball on 66 points, Rainbow on 54 points, Mika Sui on 53 points. Then comes Debris on 40 points, mate, Iga on 37 points, tied with Rodney Solo. Then comes Under Dragon Danny and Tom, both on 36 points. Then Newman on 33 points, Patuko on 28 points, Mohamed and Wawi on 21 points, Kane Rhodesis on 19 points, Notless Hamilton on 18 points, Firebird on 16 points, Alan Lee on 12 points, tied with Martinez, Paul Kenny on 10 points, P Sierra on 8 points, Catfish on 2 points, and Marcus Nelson still yet to score a point. In the constructors standings coming into the Melbourne E3, Renault Edams lead on 276 points ahead of Next EV Neo on 120. Then comes Dragon Racing on 86 points and Venturi on 77. Then after for Audi Sport on 64 points. Then Alan and Brady on 52 points. Then McLaren Leon on 49 points. Team Aguirre on 37 points. Destroy Grand Prix on 31 points. Mahindra Racing on 12 points. Just 2 ahead of DS Virgin Racing. We'll see you next time for the Melbourne E3.